Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi there. All right, I am using a new microphone gadget, so I have no idea if you guys can hear me or not. So if you are here live, can someone let me know if you can hear me? So that way I'm not dragging on too long in the beginning of the video here. I can get right to the point. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. Welcome back to It's Tea Time Live with Gidget. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me or if you only see my lips moving. I am using a new microphone gadget to hopefully provide better sound on my videos, but I do not know if it is working. So if you are here live, let me know. Let me know that you can hear me and that I'm not just sitting here lip syncing. Um, I see one viewer, so whoever that might be, can you let me know if you can hear me or not? I would greatly appreciate it. So in the meantime, go and grab your tea or coffee, wine, whatever it is that makes you happy. Go grab that, come back and sit down with me. All right, I see a heart. Can you let me know if you can hear me? As soon as someone lets me know that you can hear me okay, I'm going to get into it. Yay! All right, thanks, babe. All right, he says that he can hear me. I can always count on you for being here to make sure that everything is working properly. So thank you so much for jumping on and checking that out. All right, again, welcome to Tea Time Live with Gidget. I am so glad that you have found me here. Let me know where you're joining in from. If you are here catching the live, I would love to know that you are here live. Let me know where you are chiming in from. If you are here catching the replay, also comment where you are chiming in from. I always like to know where my audience is in the world. It's so fascinating to me that technology allows us to reach all over the place. So, all right. So here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. I want to talk today about something that I've been thinking a lot about lately. How many of you feel like you are living your life at maybe 40% of your energy capacity? Greensboro, North Carolina, at work. Let me know in the comments if you are here live or catching the replay, how many of you here feel like you are living your life at maybe 40% of your energy capacity, right? You're getting through what absolutely has to get done, but that's about it. You work, you take care of your responsibilities, you take care of everybody else, and then there's nothing left, right? And I've been thinking about all of the women in this community who have told me things like, I want to garden again. I want to clean my house. I want to cook. I want to walk a little bit farther. I want to do more with my children, with my grandchildren. I want to dance. And one woman simply said, I just want to not hurt. And that really got me because these women aren't asking for some extraordinary life, right? They're asking for their life back, just as I once remember stating myself. And I think that's something that we need to talk about here, right? Maybe you're functioning, you're getting through the necessities, you're going to work, you're taking care of the kids, you're paying the bills, right? You're doing what has to be done, but you're not really living. because once you've done those necessities, right, you're done. There's nothing left in the tank. So what happens? You start canceling plans. Housework becomes very overwhelming. You start relying on convenience food, right? Takeout. You start avoiding activities that you once enjoyed. And then the weight started creeping up, and now it won't come off, right? You've lost your confidence. You're missing the person that you used to be, right? I know I did. And I want to be careful here because I'm not here to tell you that every symptom has a simple answer. And I'm not talking about curing everything that is going on. But I also don't want us to automatically conclude that nothing can change, right? So let's forget about 100% for a minute. What if you had 20% more energy? What would you do? 20% more energy than you have right now. What would you do? Would you cook dinner instead of grabbing something out? Would you take another lap around the block while you're walking your dog or going for a walk with your children or grandchildren? Would you work in your garden? Would you clean your bathroom without needing the rest of the day to recover? What would you do? Would you play with your children or your grandchildren? Would you go somewhere spontaneously? Would you dance? I want you to tell me in the comments, what would 20% more energy give you? Whether you're here live or you're catching the replay, what would that give you? What would you do? So I know that there are things out of our control, and I don't want to talk about those things today. I want to talk about what can we actually influence, right? While there are definitely many things out of our control, there are even more things that we can actually influence in our own lives, in our own health. So, what about nutrition? Are you giving your body the nutrients and the nourishment that it needs? What about hydration? Are we hydrating our bodies? And I'm not talking about just drinking 100 ounces of water per day that these influencers are pushing on everyone. Are you including key trace minerals that are needed in your water, or are you just flushing those out? Are you even drinking water at all? What about sleep and recovery? Are you setting up conditions for a good night's sleep? What about stress? Are you managing your stressors? Right? I know stress is going to be in our life all the time. Stress is always going to be there. But how we handle and manage that stress matters. What about boundaries? Are you setting proper boundaries for you? Right? Proper boundaries that ensure that your needs are met, your desires, your wants. Are you filling your cup before filling everyone else's? What habits and behaviors might you have right now that are keeping you stuck, that are no longer serving you in any capacity, or at least not for the experience that you would rather be having, right? What do those habits and behaviors look like? Are they supporting the person that you want to be? What about movement? Are you incorporating movement that is appropriate for you as an individual where you are right now? Or maybe you're doing no movement at all, or maybe you're trying to push yourself to do movement that is meant for someone else's body and not yours, not your condition and where you are right now. What about mindset, beliefs? What old beliefs are you holding on to, and or what mindset might you have around your symptoms, your diagnosis, food, weight, body image, life in general? And I want to be very clear here. I'm not telling you that changing your diet is going to cure fibromyalgia or eliminate every symptom, but I am saying that your body deserves an environment that supports it. And there are lifestyle factors that we can work on that have a huge impact on being able to drop weight and increase your energy. And for many of you, decrease severity of symptoms and or manage those symptoms. Think about all of those things. Have you thought about all of those things I just mentioned? Have you addressed any or all of those things? I want you to share with me in the comments. And I know a lot of you are not able to catch the live, and that is okay. So if you are here watching this replay, please share with me in the comments. And while we are all here, I don't want this group to become a place where we simply gather and talk about how bad we feel. Now, don't get me wrong. I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel heard. I want you to know that you are not alone. But I also want you to know that you are not powerless. I want this to be a place where we can say, this is where I am, and I'm willing to see what's possible. Right? That's a very different conversation. Are you at the point where you are willing to do something differently? Let me know in the comments if you are at the point where you are willing to do something differently. Hi, Susan. Welcome. Now, I'm not promising perfection. I'm not promising that you'll never have a bad day. I'm not promising a cure. I'm not telling you that improvement, let me regather my words, slow down, Gidget. Sometimes my brain and my mouth do not coordinate very well. Hi, I'm telling you that improvement is possible. And I know that because I've lived it. And I've watched women that I've worked with experience meaningful changes as well. So if you're sitting there thinking, I can't keep living like this, I know that there has to be a better way. I want you to know you do not have to figure all of this out on your own. I went first. Now I'm able to show you. And if you're at your enough is enough point and you're ready to stop guessing, that's exactly what my free weight loss clarity call is for. I can honestly say that I know what I need to do. I'm about 40% living, but I should be 100% more focused on movement, eating more 80-20, and focusing on my life. Hell, I'm going to be 55 in a month. Yeah. So I would encourage you to ask yourself, what is your why? And what is getting in the way of that? What might be stopping you? from doing those things. So again, if you are here and you are ready to stop guessing and you want to have a clarity call with me, please let me know. Comment below. We are going to look at where you are right now, where you want to go, and whether my approach is the right fit for you. There's no pressure ever. If I feel that I can help you, I will let you know. And you can decide if working with me would be the best next step for you. I do not work with just anyone. I only work with the individuals that I know that I can help and that are committed to their goals and are at their enough is enough point. So if you are ready to hop on a call with me, I want you to comment chat below or DM me a private message, comment chat, and I'll reach out to you and I will get you on my calendar. Hi, Patsy. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, folks, that is a wrap for today's talk. So thank you for being here. If you are here live or watching the replay, if you have just joined the live, you've pretty much missed the whole thing, but the replay is going to be posted right here in just a few moments. So until the next tea time, stop fighting your body, start listening to it, and give yourself permission to thrive.